I almost passed you guys up. Actually, this happens to be the perfect spot to review this backpack right here. This right here in front of me is a Swarovski BP 24 rucksack, and this was actually sent to me by Swarovski as part of like a thank you package. So I actually didn't pay for this backpack, and you know, I always use my K4 backpack, so I was kind of like, oh, when would I use this? But this is purpose built for Swarovski products, and it is an awesome addition to my toolkit that I actually use quite a bit when I'm just doing day scouting or some day hiking where I don't need a frame pack. This is my go-to pack, and I'll show you why. First off, let's talk about the specs. So this backpack is actually 100% polyester, and it's recycled polyester. And then this backpack is 24 liters, as the name suggests. And then it weighs 2.6 pounds, or actually almost 2.7, but I'm just gonna call it 2.6, I rounded down. The back straps have really nice padding. Everything's well thought out. Before we dive into the pack, let's go ahead and look at the outside. So you have two removable straps that you can actually use inside the pack. This is the one thing that I didn't really like about this pack, because these fall off pretty easily, especially when they're loose. And I actually lost one. Luckily, like I've always told you guys, Swarovski has excellent customer service. I gave them a call just asking about where I could purchase one, because I couldn't find anything or anywhere on the web that I could actually purchase a replacement strap. And they said they don't actually sell them, but they're like, you know, we'll go check in the back, we'll see what we can do. And they ended up finding one and sending it to me, and it got to me really quick. So it's pretty cool, because without the second strap, using this feature right here with the tripod is kind of pointless. So I really like running my tripod in the front like this. This is an ultralight tripod. This is the Asiac Equipment Backcountry Light Tripod. And then I have the new Ridgewarden BT20 tripod head from Wiser Precision. This combo is awesome. Another thing that I really like about this specific backpack, and why I use it so much for day hunts when I'm not actually hunting, is because it has so many compartments that are purpose built. So I have the side compartment right here. I keep my extra phone in here. I run iPhone 15 Pro Maxes. I have 4 of them for when I'm doing comparisons, just so I can show you the different quality of each scope or each binocular, whatever I'm choosing. I know I'm a freak. I don't know why I have 4 iPhone 15 Pro Maxes, but in this case, I only have 2, one in my pocket and one right here. So that's that first side pocket. Let me flip over here. If I unzip this, you got a spotter pocket. Swarovski is just awesome when they come up with this kind of stuff. So I have a spotter pocket on this side, a phone pocket on this side, and then it gets even better, right? So if I flip this around here, I have my NLP 14 by 52s. In my bino chest pack I have right here, this marsupial large bino pack, I have my EL range 8 by 42s. And then when I'm not glassing first light, I'm using these things to try to spot bedded animals. That's just kind of how I run my setup for when I'm scouting or just kind of trying to look for animals to film. This is my go-to setup. You also have this side hip pocket, and what I like to keep in here is my headlamp, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes I'll run like a little lighter in there or something else, but that's where I keep my headlamp at all times with this pack, so that I always know where it's at. If you don't like running a bino pack and you just want some binocular straps, Swaro actually has these removable bino tethers, and they'll actually plug right into your Swaros, whatever model you have. So they actually have the little attachment already on them, which is pretty sweet. And if you want to remove it, you just unclip it right here and you can stow them away. So that's definitely always an option for you. It's also got a chest strap and a waist strap that you can actually tuck behind the pack as well. It's just got a lot of well thought out features, and this shoulder strap and the padding is comfortable. It's actually a really comfortable pack for a day pack. You can even carry it like this if you want. You can do some curls, right? Woo! getting ready for hunting season. Got to stay yoked, right? No, you don't. Just got to hike hills, man. That's all you got to do. It's none of this mountain fit crap where you just live at 4,200 feet elevation like me, right? And then let's go ahead and flip this over so we can undo these straps right here. And then I'll unzip this bag, and it's got a pretty large main compartment that I like. So if you flip this open, we take a look here on the actual lid. You can unzip that, and I just have some knickknacks in here. So I have an extra battery for my light, my headlamp. I have a little fire starter, and I got a pen for my observation notes, because when I'm reviewing stuff, if I don't take notes, I can quickly lose track, especially having 4 phones. I'm like, okay, what was I filming? What was I using? And then I also have this little multi-tool that just has some Allen wrenches and screwdrivers on it. And then if I go even further down, I have this open pouch. So in here, I have my Ignited by Nature beanie, blaze orange. I got my lightweight sit-cut merino wool gloves. And then I have my extra pair of socks here, which I don't really pack when I'm actually hunting, but when I'm out scouting and stuff, I don't know, I just pack them. Plus, this backpack combination right here changes depending on the weather, but I always tend to run a set of puffies just in case I have to spend the night out somewhere. I just have puffies on me. This HydroPack Seeker, this is a 3-liter water filtration system. I have that right in the front so I can access it. This is a Hyperlight stuffed pillow. You can actually flip it inside out and it will be fully waterproof, but if you flip it and reverse it, it actually has a soft side for when you want to use it as a pillow, which, like I said, this is a nice little combo because I have my puffy pants in here, and then if I want to have a pillow, if it's not too cold, I can lay on it, but then I also have my puffy pants, like I said, in here. And the puffies that I'm actually using are the Grumman by Stone Glacier. They're lightweight and they're super warm. Then I have my infamous Thermarest Z seat, or the chair. This thing literally blew up on TikTok, this little review clip I did. It's almost at 700,000 views and what was it, like 400 or 500 comments and then 21,000 likes, just because I called this thing a chair. I think it's hilarious, actually. But yeah, Thermarest Z seat. And I have a little bag of food for the day. And then lastly, I have my puffy jacket, which I got some duct tape on here. Don't ride your dirt bike with a puffy jacket. I went scouting in Nevada last week and ate crap and tore this thing up. This is actually an awesome little puffy, and it only cost me 75 bucks. It's a, hold on, let me check. I can't remember. I can never remember this brand. Decathlon. It's just as good as First Light or any of the other ones. I've been wearing it all year, testing it. If you want to save some money on a puffy and have something good that's relatively lightweight, this Decathlon is the way to go. And I bought it on sale in December. I got it for $75. It's normally $99.99. So this is a great option if you're trying to save some money. If I flip this up here, you can also access this backpack from the top. So if I took these out, there's actually a zipper at the top where you can actually reach into your backpack and you can pull out like your water bottle. I don't know if you can see that, but you have a water bottle sleeve, and then you can actually access your spotting scope from the top too. So if you didn't even want to get into the bag, you can access everything from the top lid. This backpack is just well thought out, and even though it doesn't have a frame or anything, and I wouldn't use it for hunting, for just scouting or day hikes and day hiking and nature observation, this thing is money. I love this backpack. So that's pretty much everything, right? I can go ahead and zip this top lid back up and put the binoculars back in here. The only thing I would say is if you're gonna run the binoculars on the top, you need to have this thing kind of stuffed full. And so that's why I pack both puffies with me at all times when I'm using this, just because it keeps the bag well formed. Otherwise, it's kind of floppy and loose. The other thing this bag has is a water sleeve. I believe it's for hydration, but I just use it to store like my sun hoodie. So this is actually the Sitka sun hoodie that has insect repellent built into it, and it's got a full face mask and everything. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to do a review on this one, but this is needed if you're doing summer scouting, especially when you're in the alpine by lakes and stuff. there's mosquitoes and horseflies everywhere, and this thing is money. Usually I just sit there with my short sleeve just getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, and it sucks, but this has helped a lot actually. And then I also have my journal book, right? So this is where I keep all my observation notes in for when I'm testing scopes and binoculars and stuff like that. And then this also comes with a rainfly that you can use to protect your stuff. So if you're a Swarovski backpacking guy or gal, this pack is built for you, right? Like this is definitely a pack that I love using because I run Swarovski equipment as my main pieces of gear. And so when I'm out running my Swaro stuff, I'm using this backpack when I'm scouting and when I'm doing day hiking and just nature observation. Now, as far as pros go, this backpack is, like I said, very well thought out. You can pretty much fit everything you need for the day inside of it. I sometimes even pack my bivy sack in here, which weighs an extra 7 ounces, so I can have a whole day set up for an overnight camping trip or scouting trip. Another pro that I really like about this backpack is its side spotting scope pocket and the top lid for the binoculars. Everything just fits so nicely, and I can get to it without even accessing the main bag. It's just very well thought out, and I really like that. As far as cons go, I would say one would be price. It's $200, so for some people that might be too much for a backpack, but for those people who love Swaro products and love functionality, it's definitely a pro, but like I said, it is a con as well. And then another con would be these removable straps. I wish they were attached, and I get why they did it because you can switch them to either side of the pack or on the inside to hold down gear, but I would have rather had maybe 2 sets and one built into the front so that you have an option for a tripod all the time, and then one that you can remove and use on other sides of the pack. So just keep that in mind if you're going to buy this. Make sure you're keeping track of your straps because they will fall off if they're not tied down properly. That's pretty much it. If you're looking for a pack that's 24 liters, that is well thought out, that will work with all your Swaro products. You don't have to use Swaro products, but it's $199. So most people that are probably going to buy this pack have Swaro products, but if you are just looking for something that's going to fit your micro spotter, you put your binoculars on the top, maybe you don't even want to run a second pair, this is an awesome option for $200, and I can't say enough good things about it. Like I said, I didn't pay for it, but if I was going to pay for it, or I wanted a 24-liter day pack, I probably would pay for this pack because it is awesome. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Always remember to stay connected to the wild, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more outdoor gear reviews and adventures. Also, if you want to leave a comment, maybe you use this backpack or maybe you just hate this backpack, let me know what you think about this pack, or if you have any questions about the pack, like I said, leave a comment below. I'd really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Chris with Ignited by Nature, and until next time, guys and gals.